Greetings or greetings again, whichever happens to apply to you. As a quick recap, I've been attempting a handstand on the rings at the gym. I try to make it 3 days per week, and each day I show up, I make 5 attempts. So the first day across those 5 attempts, I was in the air for a little over 68 seconds. The second day, a little over 69 seconds. So in total, I've been in the air for about 2 minutes now. So I took one day off, and I'm back at it on October 20th. So let me shrink myself down, and we'll get to it. So before I begin, my goals for the day are still to try to keep my feet off the ground and get a little bit more vertical, closer to a handstand. I'm also aiming to do more shifting of my center of gravity by transitioning between L-sits and an attempt at a handstand. And lastly, I'm hoping for more time with fewer touchdowns. So let's start the first attempt. And I am still trying to figure out if I prefer an open hand versus a closed fist. I mean, it's not as shaky as it was. Attempted an L-sit, and I think we just barely scrubbed the ground right there. And not a terrible head plant, but still a head plant. Back up again. And in all honesty, the swinging back and forth isn't as unnerving as you would think, as long as they're both going at the same sort of thing like this. So that's it for the first attempt. Let's go to the scoreboard. And that would be 25.6 seconds in the air with 2 touchdowns. So on to the next attempt. Okay, second attempt, let's go. And it looks like I'm gonna try the closed fist here. And I do notice that when I try to go up into a handstand, it's like the upper half of my body just wants to sink down. Not getting up very high. Exhausted. Wondering whether we can do more. Can we do more? Yes, he can. Okay, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not great, but okay. And I think that's it for that one. So let's go to the scoreboard. And that would be 24.7 seconds in the air with 1 touchdown. So on to the next attempt. Okay, so attempt number 3, here we go. Going with the closed fist again. I think I found overall I prefer that to the open hand. There might be exceptions to that. And I also noticed that I'm not super shaky when I'm down, but as soon as I start going up, I am. I'm guessing it's probably because I'm engaging different balance muscles to hold myself up there. L-sit. And that's all we got. Okay, so onto the scoreboard. That would be 18.2 seconds in the air with 2 touchdowns. Okay, attempt number 4. Let's see what we can do here. Closed fist again. Again, as you see as I go up, it gets a little more shaky. It's also near the end, so I'm about beat. Very close to the ground, but I don't think I touched there. And take a bit of a breather, I suppose. And we're back up. And that's it. Okay, so on to the scoreboard. That would be 22.1 seconds in the air with 1 touchdown. So on to the last attempt. Okay, 5th and final attempt for the day. Let's see what we can do. Gonna try open hand. Oh, well, no, my open hand. I think I'm trying to see if I can get up without having my body sink down, which seems to be problematic. And that's all we have. So if we go to the scoreboard, that would be an additional 12.6 seconds with 0 touchdown. So in total, we've cleared 100 seconds. Okay, a couple takeaways and then I'm gonna wander off. So yet again, it seems to be improved. We're up to 103.2 seconds in total with 6 touchdowns. So yet again, more time, fewer touchdowns. And all in all, across these 3 days, that means I have over 4 minutes of airtime now. So I also noticed that I have fewer touchdowns as I attempt to come back down from handstand. I'm not really quite at a handstand yet. which I take as a sign of more control. It also seems less shaky, particularly when I'm at the bottom, but it does still need a lot of work. So I will say I find this kind of interesting looking back at this, because I haven't watched some of these videos in quite some time. Obviously, I'm recording these at the beginning of January in 2026, showing you videos from the end of October of last year. So this is really the first time I've dissected them to the point of calculating an actual amount of airtime. And it's in the past, and I know where I'm at now, so it's even more remarkable to me. So as always, that's it. Feel free to check back in or not, up to you.